moved on, and now you're gone.
Jimin has been selected by The Hollywood Reporter as a Music Platinum Player. The Platinum Power Player honors 25 artists in music who topped the charts and dominated the year. Jimin has also shown global popularity by being named a Music Platinum Player amongst musicians around the world in 2024 by The Hollywood Reporter alongside Beyoncé, Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter. Since the start of BTS Chapter 2 and the full-fledged launch of his solo career, Jimin's musical power and achievements demonstrated through the release of 2 solo albums, Face and Muse, have continued to receive attention from major media outlets. Who by Jimin remains at number 30 of Billboard Hot 100, it becomes the first only song by K-pop soloist to spend 9 weeks in top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100 this decade. It's really crazy how Jimin managed without any support being this successful, breaking records left and right without promoting album while being a top trainee in the military, receiving the highest commendation and being a unit leader all in 1 year. Congratulations Jimin. Muse has surpassed 1.2 billion streams on Spotify. It is now the first and only album of 2024 by a Korean or K-pop solo artist to make this feat, who by Jimin has earned 600 million streams on Spotify. It is now the fastest song of 2024 and the fastest solo song by an Asian act in history to make this feat, 66 days. And latest news. Recently a big fan of Taekook wrote a book and the author name is Emma Emmons. Emma is a fanfiction writer and she published her story on Wattpad and bookstores. Recently she has published her new book and the name of the book is Ocean and this story is based on Taekook. She defined this book as a love story. Honestly I don't care who she is and what she is writing, but in this book she used BTS characters' names. She showed Taekook as the main character with good story but she used Jimin as the main villain in her story. She defined that Jimin is the villain who comes between Taekook's relationship. According to fans, the book has created so much hate and backlash for Jimin, leading fans to accuse the author of defaming Jimin through the narrative. Many fans opposed this story of the Taekook shipper and said that this story has written to increase hatred and disgust for Jimin, due to which the writer got upset and changed the names of her characters. Even after the characters' names were changed, Emma is still receiving just as much hate from Jimin's fans on Twitter, due to which Emma got upset and posted on Twitter that she has deleted the Ocean story from her Wattpad account. But Jimin's fans are not believing her words, and the reason behind this is that Emma has posted an Ocean story poster on Instagram under which she has written #Taekook in the caption. Emma posted that these names were not related to BTS character but she wrote these names because they suited the characters. But would you believe Emma that at first she made Taekook fans believe this and showed Jimin as the villain, and then after the book launch she told everyone that she changed the character's name and still wrote Taekook in the caption on Instagram. Through this story Emma is further tarnishing Jimin's image among many Taekook shippers. This story is increasing the Taekook hate towards Jimin even more. I know this is only fanfiction but she used Jimin name in her book in a disgusting way. It has created more hate for Jimin. Recently at her book signing event many Taekooks came to support her and bought her book. The reason is because Jim October is coming and that's the main reason she published her book, to show everyone how cruel Jimin is. As for her fanfiction, she's using her book as scripture to promote Taekook and painting Jimin as the real villain. She knows that 70% of the army are big Taekook fans, and she also knows that her book will successfully make good money if she uses the name Jimin as the main villain. This type of army not supporting Jimin, even they using his birthday events as promotion of their favorite shipper. Last year I cover those news, the army who promoting Taekook in Jimin birthday event. This is mental illness. It's honestly so disturbing how things like this happen outside social media and video streaming platforms. I will never forget when they did this at a Jimin birthday event and when the crowd was doing a BTS fan chant and they went silent on Park Jimin only. Now you tell me whether it is justified for Jimin's fans to vent their anger on Taekook shippers and Ocean's writer or not. Who, by the grace of their stories, have created more hatred for Jimin in the hearts of Taekook shippers through their stories. If you guys like JM News Editor channel, then click the thanks button and give us small amount of thanks, because your small thanks amount makes us happy.